The Price for the Great Prize, an audiobook, a children's novel about the secret within the law of attraction by Vladimir Murillo, dedicated to my beautiful wife and fabulous children. Our fun and fluffy furry monkey friend was quite befuddled and bemused, consternated and confused. You see, every day and all day long he dreamed and schemed and planned so many things he wished he had. He wished with all his might he would wake up and visualize. He envisioned with delight his new car, his yacht, his mansion. And every night he'd exercise the secret law of attraction, but to no avail. He'd implement his favorite morning ritual, wake up with gratitude, then his affirmations. He then would set his positive assertions, then set the mood for his meditation, and never ever forgot his early morning devotions, but to no avail. So off he went once again to meet his friendly furry monkey friend, Monkey Rexus Millionaire, Rectus Simius Extraordinaire, to get some sound suggestions, some much needed sound advice, and hopefully get some direction. Once again, upon arrival, now as always warmly greeted by Alfred, the kind, most proper butler, who with a bow and fancy flurry flair partially said, "Do please come in, our most gracious and welcomed fluffy furry monkey friend." And then, upon waiting for what seemed to be like an eternity in the host's most luxurious, lavish library, finally the much-awaited, most anticipated arrival. Our dear Malky was greeted with a great big monkey handshake and a great big monkey hug. "And to what do I owe this great pleasure?" inquired Monkey Rexus Millionaire. "Oh, my friend, this is most urgent, and there's no time to waste. This is most dire and most severely disconcerting." "My friend, what is so important and why the haste?" "I need your help. I can't seem to materialize or effectuate things I want to realize. They just take too long, and sometimes I don't see results, nothing, nowhere, nothing at all." "Ah, my dear and fluffy furry monkey friend, it seems you've left something out. Something quite most very important, that when applied and all is said and all is done, at the end, the results that are obtained are real, and not just a case of severe, lofty longings or wishful thinkings or empty daydreamings. For what causes the harvest at the end are the sowing of the seeds at the beginning. Just as important as the why is the when and where you start. And don't forget the how. You see, the law of attraction contains a secret. It's a mystery, held by only a certain few. It's been closely guarded, hidden, and not disclosed by those who have successfully succeeded. It's not for everyone to know. Only the ones who desperately deem they need it. The ones who crave, who thirst, will drink of this delicious mixture, this enchanting, exquisite elixir. Those who truly hunger will taste the forbidden fruit and be most saturated, most satisfied. It's a powerful secret hidden plainly in plain sight. So go on now and contemplate. What would you give? Name your price. What would you pay to obtain this trophy, this pearl, this great prize? 24 hours, my dear friend. Go off and think it twice. And if you come back here again tomorrow and are willing to pay the price, this great and mysterious secret I will share. I to you will disclose the mystery of this great prize. So off he went, more troubled now, more anxious than at the beginning. He didn't know what to think. It seemed so out of reach, but thanked his lucky stars that his friend was willing to teach, to share, disclose, to unveil the great mysterious secret to the great and wondrous prize. He couldn't sleep. He tossed and turned. He counted sheep, but they refused to jump. The seconds, they dragged their feet. Tick. Then a minute later, tock. The sluggish clock, slow as molasses, beat. The night, it seemed eternal. The moon seemed fixed upon the sky. The seconds ebbed, oh, so slowly by. Then finally, as his lids were about to close, the rooster let out his morning cry. Wake up, you sleepy heads. The day begins. The night is gone, my sleepy friends. And don't forget, the early bird gets the worm. Malky, more tired than not, though excited, was quite consternated, bewildered, and perplexed. He knew that what he wanted was a secret to success. But was he willing to pay the price to obtain the secret of the great prize? How much would it cost, and would he have enough? So off he went to meet his friend, more determined now than not. He knew that at the end, this is what he truly sought. Good morning, my dear Malky friend. You look quite excited, a bit tired, a bit disheveled, but I see you're here and quite determined, quite decided. I hope you're certainly certain and convinced that what I'll ask for in return is fair and reasonable enough. For once you pay this price, this long-lost secret you will have obtained, and it will change your life. So please do sit. Tea? Coffee? No? Okay, let us begin. As he took out a piece of paper from his private safe, an old parchment with a red wax seal, quite solemnly and most mysteriously, and almost seemed that at a distance you could hear an angelic melody. He then looked at our dear, fluffy, furry monkey friend, and with an unwavering way, looked straight into his eyes and smiled and said, "Please do tell me now how much you are willing to pay to purchase this great prize." Malky looked deep in thought, having had all night long to think, and having come to a final figure, said, "I have and am willing to give 1,000 bananas," thinking that was fair enough. Oh, my dear fluffy furry monkey friend, that's quite a figure, but not enough, you see. What I'm about to say is far above that price. It's priceless. So please, just one more time again, consider what price you would pay in order to obtain the secret, the mystery to this great prize. For once you have obtained the secret, there will be nothing so out of reach that you can't materialize. You must be willing to give it all and more than what you think, and even then it won't suffice. So then and there Malky thought it twice and said, okay, what I have and all I have I'll pay, for you're right. If it is what is needed to obtain the secret of success, I must and am willing to give my all. Excellent answer, and so well said. For when once you've learned this mystery and applied its secret in your life, there is nothing that you won't be able to achieve, and everything you dream you will realize. And now, with great pleasure, with great joy, I now present this great and guarded treasure. Please, in implementing, do be wise, for as everything, both good and bad, everything you say and think will most certainly conceptualize. He then, with great awe and reverence, and a sudden somber silence and stillness in the air, gently placed the old waxed seal parchment into Malky's trembling hands. Malky was so quite elated, and as he held his breath and broke the seal, and with great excitement opened the ancient parchment, and to his surprise and sore chagrin was quite confused, for there within there was nothing more but a fine and long and dotted line. What? He exclaimed. I think you must be mistaken. Is this a trick? Invisible ink? I think. Where is the secret? Where is the prize? Oh, my dear friend, we are only now just getting started. Please, listen now most carefully. Upon this line you will see an end from a beginning. The secret behind the law of attraction is hidden within the very word of attraction, action. It is the principal component of the word attraction. Action triggers the law of attraction. The intention sets in motion the manifestation. In everything and anything, first you sow and then you reap. You will only find what you fervently seek. It will only be answered when you knock determinedly. Beyond the wish lies the exercise. So let's begin. Please write down, my friend, exactly what you want. And be specific. Take your time. And just like a detailed architect, to the very word define your meaning of success. Now, next to that, write the time, the date, by when you will obtain this great and valued recompense. 1 year, 2, be reasonable, but be certain. And below that, now let us begin to formulate a plan. The steps that you will take, write down 10 and be precise, be specific and specify. These are promises you will make and never, ever broken. It's a pact between yourself and you, a pact that cannot ever be breached. You see, The day you fail to honor your word is the day you cease to be. Your power lies within the very words you speak. Those give birth to the results that you desire to conceive. Now, the most important, upon that dotted line, my friend, your name do sign and swear this pact between yourself and you'll keep. And through thick and thin, and though it may cause you sleep, you will work tirelessly, because this pact, this covenant, cannot be broken. A man's word is everything, and without it, he is nothing. This price you will most certainly obtain, if you are willing to pay the price. Action, my friend, is the key to the secret law of attraction, hidden within the very word you see. For without works, faith is dead. There has to be motion in the devotion, not just believing, but be living. So sign, your journey is just beginning, and do remember everything else. Being alive is already living. You are eternal, just passing by. So leave your mark, enjoy the ride, and remember, don't look at the seed while it is growing. Sometimes the process is slow, and you'll get disappointed. Trust in the process. So, for example, if you eat right and exercise, the results are inevitable. Believe, be grateful, and be living. Conceive and you will receive. Life is meant to be lived, so live it. And don't think that only once you have what you want, you will be satisfied. That will never happen unless you've learned to be happy and appreciative with what you actually currently have. And remember your checklist. This will be one of your greatest allies. That, my dear friend, is the key to successful living. Malky now was quite excited, elated, and content. He was now most motivated, knowing the beginning was sweeter at the end. He was now more truly dedicated to trust in the process, knowing the sowed seed was sure to grow and yield a great harvest. Knowing now the secret, the mystery of the law of attraction, hidden within the very word of attraction, is the key, action. And that, my friend, is a secret to success. For you see, faith without works is dead. With this wise wisdom, we will close. Be wise and implement. And as with our dear, fun, furry, Malky friend, in short time, you'll be more content. And thank you, dear reader, for your time. Thank you for listening. And thank you, my dear friend, for staying till the end. The end.